What's going on, Drinking Buddies? Brand new podcast coming right at you, but you know what we got to do. We got to talk about those things that generate a little revenue, bring a little money in for the show. First and foremost, we are brought to you by the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. Do you know you can support this show for as little as the cost of a beer? That's right. For just $3, you can support this show. And for a little bit more, just a touch more, you can get the video versions ad-free, you can get the audio versions ad-free, you can get additional content, all on the Patreon at patreon.com/MattSlayer. We are also brought to you this week by the merch store at anwd.net/merch. That reminds me, I need to upload the new designs that have been sitting there made. I just haven't uploaded them. So new designs coming very soon. The old designs are still rad. Go to the merch store, pick yourself up a shirt, pick yourself up a hat, cover your shame in my wares at anwd.net/merch. We are also brought to you by a new sponsor this week, bskyverified.social. Have you made it over to Blue Sky yet? If you have, are you of note? Did you have a legacy checkmark on Twitter or Instagram? Do you have a bunch of followers on TikTok, YouTube? Check out bskyverified.social. It is Blue Sky's first third-party verification service for notable individuals. When you see a bskyverified.social handle, you can be confident that you are talking to the real person and they have been verified by another live human being here in the States. If you're interested in applying, go to bskyverified.social and put in an application. The company will get back to you right away and let you know if you make the cut. Last but certainly not least, the easiest way to support the show, the absolute easiest way, that costs you absolutely nothing, is Signal Boost. Tell your friends, share clips, tell more people about the show. The other really easy way is subscribe to the YouTube at youtube.com/andnowwedrink. Feed the algorithm. Another third easy way, I know I said two, but I meant three. Come follow us on Blue Sky at andnowwedrink.com. Podcast is there posting clips. I'm probably going to be slowly moving away from Twitter just because Twitter suppresses links. So find us over on Blue Sky. But enough of the ads and all that shenanigans. My guest this week is the one and only Bailey Rayne. You may know Bailey from her Twitch streams, her cam shows, her various print appearances. Bailey doesn't really believe in telling the truth too much, so you may have to determine for yourself what's real and what is fantasy. But it was a lot of fun. Somehow this turned into a drinking game every time she lies. Got a little sauced by the end of it. So sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy Drinking Buddies.
When aliens come to take over, they look at us like we're out of our minds now. We're gonna galactic makeover, and now we're thinking that they just might be right. I cannot wait for this whole world to end. I'm gonna break out the bottle with my friends. I think they'll tell the best stories when we're gone. And now we drink.
It is indeed my problem.
Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. I got enough problems.
Really? What problems do you have?
What problems do we all have?
Well, I'm asking about yours specifically. Oh, I can't even talk 20 seconds into the podcast. I'm doing great.
I'm speaking like, we're all going to die someday, man. Like,
It's very true.
I can't smoke weed. I smoked weed a few days ago and I'm still fucked up from it. I'm just like, someday.
Not about the THC.
I can't do it. All my friends, like, I got peer pressured into smoking and I was just like, fine, I'm in a good headspace. It'll be okay this time. Never. And the worst part is I get the munchies. I forget how to swallow. So
I thought I had problems
cruel.
with THC.
It's cruel. See, I told you I got problems.
I do that. Like, I just fucking fall asleep. I've never forgotten how to swallow.
I forget how to swallow. So I'm so thirsty. I've got cottonmouth, right? So I'll take a drink of water and be like, and I'm so hungry. I'll take a bite of something and be like, it's cruel. That's what it is. It's cruel.
So what you're saying is you need to be set up with an IV before you smoke.
I just try not to smoke because it's so bad. And then I have the existential crisis in my head for the next week. Like I said, I'm just like, we're all going to die someday, man. Drink the vodka now.
As you should. As you fucking should. Well, I guess
Oh gosh.
I'm going to lead right in. Like, how do you want to go?
Honestly, I was talking to a friend about this recently, and he was like, "Oh, I want to have like a great time fucking a girl, and that'll be the end of it." And
That's horrible.
I told him, I was like, "It might be good for you, but I think she's going to be traumatized."
Just a little. Just a fucking little.
I told him that his last words at least have to be, "Thank you."
Either that or you need to fuck an absolute narcissist who's like, that's right, my pussy killed a man.
Killed him.
My pussy killed a man.
Oh gosh, personally, I think just like in my sleep, not knowing it's gonna happen, just like go to sleep because I know someone who died that way. I'm just like, good for her, you know. She had like made yeast the night before. She's gonna make bread the next morning. Like she was living her best life. Just went to sleep, never woke up.
Please tell me that they served.
She was like 95 too. Like,
please tell me they served some of that bread at the funeral. Like, you can't let that shit go to waste.
I know it was her last. You know what? I think they did actually make it because she ran a bakery with her whole family. I think they did actually make the bread. But like 95, she probably thought it was a possibility. So it's not like it was a surprise or anything. But yeah, she just made her yeast and went to bed, and that was the end of it.
I mean, it had to have been a little bit of a surprise if she made the fucking yeast. Like,
I mean,
why are you gonna do manual labor the night before you die if you know you're going?
But that's the beauty of it. She didn't know.
Right. But if you had an assumption, I'd be like, I'll make
95.
I'll make
the assumption.
I'll make the yeast tomorrow. I'm 43. I could die tomorrow. I'm still.
It was for breakfast, maybe. I don't know. She was just getting ahead of the game. But yeah, I'm like 95. Like it's in the back of your head, like
for sure. And that's why I would do shit the next day. Like, oh, I will survive.
You just would never do anything the night of.
No.
Tomorrow. That's tomorrow music.
Right.
Problem.
Like if I make it to tomorrow, we'll deal with it then.
But then you wake up the next morning like, shit, I got so much to do now because pass me with a bitch.
If I'm 95, there will be no hell. I'm 43. There are rarely mornings I wake up. Like, like I am very much a night owl.
That's legit.
So at 95, yeah. I very much hope that there is never an AM that I'm waking up to.
What if the big switch happens and that's how you know you're old now? Like one day you just wake up at 9 a.m. Oh, wait, sorry, 6 a.m. And you start going to bed at 7. You're just like, shit, am I old? I think I'm old. Your time just becomes old people time.
I hate to break it to you. There's a lot of other signs besides that.
Wouldn't it be nice if that was the only sign? Like you're still doing everything the same, just like, I guess I'm old now. All right, scotch.
And so the random aches and pains that I get now and
I'm sure that's nothing.
No, it's not. It's not a lifetime of abusing my body. No.
Oh, just wait for the time switch. That'll be the sign.
Yeah, then that's when I'm officially old. That's when I move to Arizona and retire.
Not Florida? You don't want to move to Florida?
Fuck the humidity.
I know. That's what I keep telling people. I'm just like, why would you? Mosquitoes, alligators, humidity, Floridians. Sorry, Floridians.
There are a lot of really hot Latin women.
Oh, okay, that's true. But they're surrounded by all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who was stuck in Miami for 6 months at one point in his life, like...
Why were you stuck?
Day job.
You know those jobs, they're really good at trapping people in cities they don't want to be in.
Yeah, well, especially since I traveled full-time for work at that point.
Ay.
My audience is aware of this, but like, there was a good multi-year chunk after I left Chicago where like I was traveling for my day job all the time. I flew 149,000 miles in 2014 alone.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't think I've flown that in my lifetime. That's crazy.
Yeah. Every Monday, every Friday, I was in a fucking airport. I got to be on a first name basis with the shoe shine guy at LAX.
Okay. And the place you went was Miami?
They needed me in Miami for 6 months.
Wow. So what were you doing?
Helping run a transportation company. I worked for an armored car company.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Like, no. It's kind of cool if you have the worst day of your life. Like, you see those videos where the armored cars get, like, attacked by... Then it's kind of cool. But that doesn't happen here, I don't think. Like, that happens abroad. I've seen it happen in, I think, an African country or something. Like, like legit military style. They're just like getting into this truck, and the drivers are badass. They got guns and they're like leaning out the door, shooting at them. Just like, where the fuck is this? I looked it up at the time. I was just like, yeah, cool job, but only if you're having a very bad day. Like, such a bad day.
See, I know people that have shot people on the job.
Really?
Shot on the job. Like,
Here?
back in Chicago, but.
What?
Yeah.
So it happens here too.
Oh, yeah.
No, not like that.
Not like that. Like, generally, the couple times where, like, there's been, like, massive, like, military-grade weapons being fired at the trucks, people are just like, yo, it's yours, man. Fuck you.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, when I was watching those videos, I was like, these guys do not make enough to take on an entire fucking, like, militia for whatever's in this fucking truck. That was my opinion. But at the same time, if they stopped, they were just going to get shot. So,
well, and that's what they train us is like, the only time you should be shooting at someone is if you feel like your life is in danger. The money, quote, the money's insured, you're not.
yeah, exactly. That's scary, though.
Yeah, I did that gig for over a decade, so.
I mean, did you ever have anything crazy happen? Or
I got close to shooting someone one time.
were they trying to, like, break in? Or
So I was coming out of, well, you're Midwest. No, I don't think that grocery store chain is in Indiana, but like the Chicago equivalent of Vons. Sorry for the audience who's heard this story before, but it was like on a Saturday. I was fucking hungover coming out of the Chicago equivalent of a Vons. And the way this place is set up, like the entrance door is over here, the exit door is here. And we go in and out of the exit door because it's near the cash office.
mm-hmm.
There's a 2-seater as I'm coming out, parked behind the truck, looking at me talking. I'm like, this ain't right. And you're from the Midwest, so you know, like grocery stores there have vestibules. They have like the 2 sets of doors and like generally the coupons and shit like that in between the 2 sets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So as I go into the first door of the vestibule, I clock the car. And I'm like, this ain't right. So I pull my weapon. I kind of conceal it behind an inner office mailbag that we had to pick up from them.
Mm-hmm.
As I step out into the street, the guy in the passenger seat runs at me. Gray hoodie, hood pulled up, hand in his front pocket. And he got to see the business end of the gun.
Yeah.
And he closed the distance faster than I could say, stop or I'll shoot. But once he saw the gun, he ran past me.
That's terrifying. Oh my God.
And in the moment, like time slowed down. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is fucking happening. I've been on the job for a couple of years at this point. I'm like, oh shit, this is going down. This is going down. Oh shit, this is going down. And in the whole interaction, the only thing I got out of my mouth is, you stupid motherfucker.
And like the adrenaline was just
yeah.
like, yeah, that's crazy.
I've got complete tunnel vision on me. I have no idea what happened to the car, the driver of the car, because like I had my gun trained on him till he was no longer a threat. Then I ran to the truck. Just, your driver has to let you in.
Yeah.
You can't open the truck from the outside.
Good.
My driver lets me in. I throw myself into the truck. It's like slam the door. I'm like, dude, did you just see what happened? And my partner at the time, he's normally a pretty serious dude, is literally on the crowd of the truck crying, laughing. He's like, I think that dude wet himself.
Really?
Like, dude.
I mean, if I had a gun pointed at me, I'd probably pee my pants too. So, I mean, I can't blame him, but what an idiot.
Yeah, my partner was just laughing at him. Like, and honestly, if dude had pulled his hand out of the front pocket of his hoodie, I would have shot him.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have had a choice.
Yeah, I wasn't going to wait to see if he had a gun in his
you
hand.
and him, yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, God knows what was in the envelope, the bag. He risked his life and your life.
No, he risked his.
I'm just saying, like, he's that dumb, like, and he doesn't even know what's in it.
Yep.
It could have been such a small amount.
Yeah, it would have been probably a couple grand at most.
Yeah, and his life was worth that to him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
People get desperate.
I mean, yeah, but also people get a little too brave.
In the criminal's defense, one, I definitely rolled in on Saturday because it's on Saturday. I definitely rolled in Saturdays a lot of times hungover. Like, so I probably didn't look like I was on my fucking A game. They probably thought it was easy pickings. That dude looks hungover as shit. He's probably just going to give it up.
Not today, friend.
Better have a better plan.
Oh, man.
Well, because I don't know why we're getting into armored car robberies, but statistically, armored car robberies are a planned event. It's not like people just see an armored car like, yeah, I'm going to go rob that thing. It's like They stake out the drivers. They stake out the crews. They stake out the location. It's a whole plan to do. Because like when you're robbing other people that have guns and can shoot at you.
You might want to plan a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
So these guys probably clocked me. And like they very well could have been doing a trial run there and just been like, we'll see how he reacts.
He reacted by pulling out a fucking gun. That's how he reacted.
No, he reacted by already having a gun in his hand.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I drew down on him when it was. No, it was already in my hand.
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm glad you're okay. That's
Me too.
so scary. Okay, yeah, I'm glad you don't do that anymore.
Yeah, same. I'm more glad I don't do it anymore just because like the physical toll on my body and the company sucks. But
also Miami. Oof.
Well, I've done it. I've done the job. Chicago, here, like all over the fucking country.
Which one or which city was like the worst?
DC.
DC. Oh, why?
So they sent me out to suburban DC area, Prince George's County, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a satellite branch of like the Baltimore branch that serviced like not great parts of the DC metro area.
Okay.
And literally everyone who worked that branch had been robbed at least once.
Oh God.
Like in a major city like Chicago, citywide between all the major carriers, you maybe have one robbery a year, like one robbery attempt a year. Where this branch of like 20 people had all at least been robbed once.
Okay, that's pretty bad. And that's terrifying.
And I was there to train them on a new ATM client we had gotten. And I'm riding third man like to train the local. And we get to a Walmart where they have been robbed 3 times at this Walmart. There is footage on the internet of the trucks being robbed at this Walmart. And I go to do, the job. I go to jump out and like act as guard. And the local's like, oh, the last trainer only got out at ATMs. I'm like, no, I'm not going to fucking leave you to fend for your fucking self. What the fuck's that bullshit?
That's nice of you. Yeah.
No, it's fucking being a responsible adult.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm just here to train you on ATMs. Fuck you. You could die in there. That's cool.
But they appreciated that. I bet you were also ready to be done with DC from the sound of it. Like,
I wasn't thrilled.
I've only been there a few times, but the first time I ever went to DC, I was a kid. It was a family trip. And we were on our way to the hotel. And we'd just gotten there. The next day we were going to do all the tours, see the museums, like, DC stuff. Well, on the way to the hotel, inner city, I wake up in the back seat of the minivan, look out the window, and there's a woman in a bra and panties with a table leg over her shoulder. And I heard my mom say, she's mad at somebody, and they're about to find out about it. And... And that was my first DC experience.
I now understand why your family's afraid of cities. I now understand right there.
That might do it. Yeah.
If they ever do come visit, you really got to greet them with a table leg over your shoulder. Like, hi, Mom.
My mom's great. She comes out and visits all the time. It's everyone else. They're just like, cities, too dangerous. It happens. But my mom is like from Indianapolis. So, I mean, Indy's like dangerous too. Like people say LA is dangerous, but I feel like Indy might be more so.
Well, we'll find out right now. We'll Google that shit. We have a wealth of human knowledge in front of us.
Oh, yeah. Hey, okay. Yeah, the murder rate? Oh, God. This is such an uplifting podcast episode. Sorry, guys. What's the murder rate in Indianapolis?
Indianapolis, as of 2021, was 10.6 homicides per 100,000 residents.
Okay. How does that rank nationally?
Well, let's look at LA.
Okay.
8.4.
Okay, so
per 100,000.
Yeah, India is more dangerous.
Oh, definitely more. Like,
wow. Well, my sister, she called me one morning when she was still living there, and she was like, "You'll never guess what happened to the neighbors. They woke up and they found a dead guy on their porch. He'd been shot and was like trying to find someone to call 911 for him, but he didn't make it. Like, he just got to their porch, and that was the end of it. He didn't even get to knock or anything. And that was her neighbor. And I just remember being like, "So when are you gonna move?" And she was like, "Yeah, I think it's about time." Like,
lightning won't strike twice. It'll be fine.
I don't know. Like, she moved. I talked her into moving. I was like, you cannot stay there. That's crazy.
Are you crazy? You just renegotiated your rent on that. I just had a dead guy on my porch. That should bring down my rent.
Well, it was the neighbor's house. So, I mean, maybe you could still.
Next door. Guys are dying on my porch. I think I should be paying a couple $100 less a month.
I mean, rent's already pretty cheap there. So,
yeah,
if you could pay less. But
100%, if someone dies on my fucking door, I am going to try and negotiate my rent down.
I agree. I'm just saying, I think that's why it's already pretty low. That's what I'm saying. They've already factored that in.
Not enough.
No. Yeah, when I lived in Indy, I lived on like the north side, the fancy side. And she lived on the south side, the not so fancy side. So I didn't see that part of Indy until she moved to Indy. And then I was just like, yeah, we're fucking moving. She lives in Vegas now.
Aw.
Yeah. So we're neighbors.
Yeah, because Vegas is so much better.
Nope. Yep, you're right. I sense the sarcasm, but I should say in the podcast, like, no, it's not much better, guys. If anyone's thinking about moving to Vegas, like, oh, hold on, you're looking it up, aren't you?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Vegas is pretty low in 2021.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not right.
Oh.
That's AI just lying. In 2021, there are 247 homicides in Vegas, but Vegas has such a smaller population than LA.
Yeah. Well, and the issue with Vegas is the drunk drivers.
Oh, yeah.
People just, I tell her, I'm just like, these people are driving around with 9 lives and I just have 1. Like,
I mean, it's the one problem with having 24/7 bars everywhere.
Everywhere.
I lived there for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah? How'd you like it?
I didn't. That's why I live here.
There you go. Yeah.
Because when I first left Chicago, I moved to Vegas first because I have some family there. I have some like old friends that like moved from Chicago to Vegas. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll have a community outside of adults.
Mm-hmm.
Like I definitely moved to Vegas for adults, but I had civilian friends there. I'm like, I feel it's very important to have a civilian adult life balance.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, I got civilian friends there. It'll be good. I just never got into it.
That's legit. Well, but I feel like it's a good first city out in the desert to see if you can even stand it. Because it's a little bit cheaper. I mean, there's still a lot to do. There's constantly stuff to do. Day, night. Everyone tours through Vegas at some point, like bands and stuff. So, I mean, it's a good, like, intro to the desert, I feel like.
Yeah, but Vegas is a wax museum.
Everything's fake.
Well, everything's fake. And all the art for being an entertainment capital is the most polished, perfect version of that art. No one is trying risks when they bring their act to Vegas. No one's trying out new material when they bring their act to Vegas. Or I'm sure there are some people, but for the most part, when someone's doing a residency at a casino, that is the most polished version of their act versus here, you'll have people getting up at the whiskey, playing fucking, trying new stuff out. You have people getting up at even big comedy clubs here and trying out new material. Like art is actually created in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Art is just performed in Vegas.
It's perfected in LA.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. And then it goes to Vegas. Yeah. I don't know. I like the raw, like,
Same.
I want to see people be creative and watch them go through the process. Because if it's perfect right off the bat, then I don't trust it.
Well, it's not.
It's there's no way.
Right.
Yeah. Don't even try to sell me that.
Well, and also, if I wanted to see the exact same performance night after night, I would just watch it digitally. I don't need to go to see you in a live room if it's going to be the exact same act at 5 and 7:30.
I know someone who works like security in the shows in Vegas, and that's kind of what they say. Like it's like seeing the same exact show over and over and over, and eventually you like think you're gonna go crazy. So you don't know how the artists are doing it, you know?
Money.
I mean,
they're doing
yeah,
it for money.
It's money, but like it's mind numbing at that point. Like I can't even imagine.
Yeah, you go through the motions for a paycheck. I'm sure you've had jobs in your life that you just went through the motions
Oh
for a
yeah.
paycheck.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, at some point I think you would just lose your mind, right?
How much money can you put
True.
on that price point?
Like I just wonder about like Penn and Teller, how long have they been there doing the exact same show?
All I know is I saw them when I lived in Vegas over a decade ago. So
They're still
And
there
they're still
doing
there.
the exact same shows.
it's a good show to do once.
Gee.
Have you been?
Yeah. And it was great. It was perfect.
Did they do
But-
the bullet catch when you were?
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, the NRA, or there was like a gun show in town.
Oh,
at the
the
time,
SHOT
so
show?
They had to.
SHOT show was happening.
Yeah. Had to.
Yeah, the girl I was dating and took to that show made me get on stage, and I was the person for the bullet catch when we did it.
Really? Do you know the secret?
It's a low powder
Ah.
round is the best I could tell because legitimately, I scribbled on the casing and the bullet, and like I inspected the round. It was a real fucking round.
Wow. Okay.
As we're leaving the casino, they're like, "Oh, I thought you were a plant." I'm like, "No, dude, I'm a real dude who carries a gun for a living."
Oh, you have a gun?
Well, yeah, they don't put me on an armored car without one.
I mean, like, recreationally. Like, I assume you have one for work, but like, now that you're not doing that job anymore.
Yes,
Still a registered gun owner?
I am.
Nice. I'm thinking about getting one.
What do you think about getting?
I don't know. Trying to remember. I'm trying to remember the name of the one that I was like holding at the gun store. The thing is, I'm too chicken shit to actually do it
Why?
because all my friends keep giving me a hard time about it, and they've gotten into my head. They're just like, you know, if you have a gun in the house, you're more likely to shoot yourself than anybody that comes in. Da, da, da. And
That's a
everyone,
statistic. Yes, that is an accurate statistic.
and I'm always like, well, yeah, but gun.
Do you have suicidal idealization often?
No.
Then
But, like-
I don't think you're really at risk of shooting yourself.
Well, I mean, it's a statistic for a reason, but I'm just sitting here like, is this the only stat anyone's ever heard of? Like, everyone keeps repeating it. I'm just like, you guys are mean.
No, they just don't understand. Like the problem is,
Oh, no.
like I'm not like a huge like gun guy. Like, well, I guess I kind of am. I do own multiple guns, but I'm not like one of these dudes who like true way or nothing. Like I have actually fairly diverse thoughts on gun ownership in America.
Mm-hmm.
Like I definitely think, yes, it is a protected right for the 2A, but also I think there needs to be more training involved before people could buy guns.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I am going to take a class where I cannot remember the name of the one I was looking at, though. That's driving. Beretta? Is that a?
Yeah, Brett has a gun.
It's like a handgun.
I assumed. I didn't think you were going to be like, I need an AR-15.
For my protection.
Right?
Like, but is that a handgun?
It is.
Okay, then that might be
I
the
have a
one I was
Beretta.
looking at, because I liked how it felt. Like the top like curved a little bit, and it didn't like hurt my hand. Like even the pullback, it didn't.
Well, and
I mean, I was looking at it. I don't, but don't tell my friends.
this is on the internet. I hate to break it to you. Are you saying your friends won't support your art? They won't listen to this?
Oh, now I'll have to go to the next party and see who says something. Like,
Right?
you were talking about it. I agree. Like, I'm going to take a class. I want to shoot it at the range. I want to have someone like actually like walk me through like the best ways to maintain it, because it is an investment.
It is.
And, you know, I grew up shooting guns. I grew up on a farm, you know.
Yet you're still here.
I'm
You didn't
still
shoot
here.
yourself.
I didn't shoot myself.
Wow, that's my demonetization happening right there. YouTube's just like, did you just say that out loud, dog?
That'll be the clip that goes on Twitter. I didn't shoot myself.
Definitely the thumbnail.
But no, I'm just sitting here like, why is everyone like coming at me with this? Is it because it's LA? Like,
Well, it's not even because of LA.
nobody back home is doing this.
Because if you have lived in cities your whole life, for the most part, unless you had a job that involved a firearm, most people get most of their firearm knowledge from stats and movies. They don't know how they work in real life.
Well, and maybe they don't know people who have them, or
Even people that know people that have them. Like I had to almost like physically assault a friend of mine back in Chicago who took my gun out of a holster and like was playing around with it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's fucking loaded. What
Yeah.
are you doing?
oh shit,
And he was just like, oh, I didn't like, yeah, you weren't
didn't
fucking
even thinking
yeah,
about
because
it.
he had never
Oh
been,
my
had no
God.
fucking training.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, thankfully nothing happened, but I was just like slapped it out of his fucking hand. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I'm already looking at the cases with the handprint that you have to. I'm just like, make sure it's locked up if you're
Well,
going to have
but
one.
here's the thing. Are you looking to just do it for fun for shooting, or you actually want like home self-defense comfort?
I honestly don't think they're that great for home self-defense because usually someone's already like in the house by the time you realize they're breaking in. And if it's locked up properly,
Well, that's the
you
point.
don't have time. That's the
that's the
point of the
point.
handprint.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
The problem is those things fail.
Exactly. Like you can't trust it. So, no, you can't have that as your 100%. Like I did have a stalker,
Only one? You slacker.
one that found me,
One motivated one.
one that came to the house. I shot him with a paintball gun. I got him. I got his car. When I was talking to the cops, they were like, what was his race? What was he wearing? I was like, I don't know, but he's pink right now.
Was this in LA or?
Yeah. I legit, I don't know. Like, I don't know what he looks like. It was dark, but I know I got him. He's running around with neon pink paint all over him.
Okay, I need to know more about this. Like, at what range did you hit him with the paintball gun?
It was probably 20, 30 feet.
That's a good shot.
It wasn't the best shot because I also got the car that was on the other side of the street. So he was running from my door in my yard and he was like running away from me as soon as he saw the paintball gun. And yeah, I got him, but there was collateral damage. I was out washing my neighbor's car at 2 a.m. So hey, at least I watched it.
Look at you being responsible. Fuck.
Oh, no. But that's the thing. Like, that's why I don't really think a real gun would be great in that situation because I could have shot someone else.
Oh, for sure. And
that
this is
would
why you
not
want to
be-
train and drill and
That too. But yeah, like, I obviously wouldn't do that with a real gun. That would be stupid.
for sure. But also a real gun shouldn't come out unless you were intending to do that.
Exactly. So, but the paintball gun was fun.
See, what you gotta do is get the paintball gun and load it up with pepper balls.
Oh, okay.
The best of both worlds there. Like fucking
I mean, he wouldn't be pink. He'd be what, red?
red, but also
In pain.
in pain and
Like
possibly
a lot of pain.
probably not driving away as
Oh man. I know people who have like purposely been sprayed with pepper spray and stuff. That stuff just scares the crap out of me. Like watching them do it, I'm just like,
why are you kink shaming them?
Well, I guess the thought is if you're going to use it on someone, you should know how it feels.
Nah.
And I'm just like, yeah, exactly. I'm just like, nah, I'm not breaking in anyone else's houses. I'm not stalking anybody. Like, I should never have to know how it feels.
Right? Like, I have fucked someone in the ass before. I'm good with living my whole life without having my asshole
But you
penetrated.
don't need to know how it feels.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how I am with the pepper spray. I'm just like, nah, you want your gold medal for making sure you know how the pain is that you're inflicting on someone else. Maybe. Like, good for you. But
No.
nah.
No. They brought this on themselves. If someone
Exactly.
if someone is getting fucking pepper sprayed by me, they brought this on themselves.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. I'm not stalking anyone. I'm not.
Like, I'm not taking the legal liability of causing someone harm unless I fucking have to.
I don't want to hurt anyone. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, don't try to break into my house.
Exactly. When I was on the job, my thought, I definitely worked with some people that were really looking to shoot people. Like, they had it romanticized in their head that, like, there's such a... And it's a gross mentality. My mentality always was like, I'm going home at the end of the day. If I have to shoot someone to do it, I don't want to, but I'm going home at the end of the day.
And that's how it should be.
Right.
But some people, they do security jobs. The person I know that works in security, like, he works with people like that. They're just like ready to beat the crap out of somebody every day at work. I'm just like, maybe you should get a different job.
It's the problem with security in general is there's a fucking tiny bar, like the lowest bar of entry to get into security work because it generally pays fucking shit.
Yeah.
For the most part, most employers look at security like insurance. They want to pay as little as possible and only hope that it works out if something fucking happens. So you get people that have a pulse, and that's about a pulse and a clean criminal record, and it's just like their thought processes, their ability to de-escalate situations. Because when I first moved to LA, in addition to doing like adult work, it was like I bounced. I fucking worked a bunch of different security jobs. I was the head of security for a fucking music venue.
Nice.
And I worked with fucking idiots who were just like looking to instigate shit
Ah.
because they were bored, because they were on a power trip, because they just didn't have power in their real lives. And they made $12 an hour, but could be on a power trip to people that, you know, made multi-millions. Like sometimes we were dealing with like legit celebrities, and it's just like, oh, I get to be on a power trip with them. I had to de-escalate one of my fucking idiots from, you know, getting into a fist fight with Kendrick Lamar's manager.
Oh my God.
And that dude got pissed off at me when I just told him to walk away. He's like, that dude threatened me. Why didn't you have my back? I'm like, what are you looking to resolve with Kendrick Lamar's fucking manager, dude? Like, you're going to fight him? Do you think the theater is going to be cool with that? Do you think they're going to take your side in this situation?
Also, what in the world would be worth fighting a manager, like someone who makes enough money to own your ass in court? Like, like you don't stand a chance.
Yeah. Well, basically, the escalation came in is he took it upon himself to walk into the green room and tell all the artists that they couldn't smoke weed in there, which went over as well as you'd expect.
Yeah.
So I went in there, I smoothed it out like I thought I smoothed it out. Schoolboy Q legitimately told the audience from stage, fuck security.
Dang.
Like, cool. That is literally just that dude's fault.
And that's not great for crowd control.
No, not at all. Not at fucking all.
Oh no. Because now you're the bad guy.
Right. Now we're all,
Yeah.
we as a group
Everyone.
are all the bad guy because of that dude.
That sucks.
And then, yeah, his man, Kendrick's manager was telling that dude off later in the night. And I walked in as like mid argument. I was just, walk the fuck away, dude. Just walk the fuck away.
Yeah.
And like, just like, hey man, sorry about that. I will deal with him.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, some people are just thirsty for a fight, and they tend to be drawn toward positions where they're given power, even if it's just a little teeny tiny grain of sand worth of power. They're just like,
Well, and I feel like
it's so common.
those people like feel powerless in other aspects of their life, so they just take it out on fucking other people.
I mean, yeah, that sucks, but don't take it out on me. Like, don't let it affect my day. Like, come on, keep it to yourself. I know that makes me a bitch for feeling that way, but like,
No.
keep your problems to yourself. It's not my problem. I got my own problems. I smoked weed a few days ago. Okay, I've got my own problems.
I mean, you're on the show. You got problems.
Oh no. Oh god.
You tracked me down at a party to come do this show.
Hey, that was a good party.
It was a good party.
I'm glad they had that rule about not very glad they had that rule about not leaving without the alcohol, but it was a good rule because I got to stand there and hang out with you.
This is true.
We were both trying to escape and go to the outside of the party with our booze, and they wouldn't let us out. So we just got trapped right there at the door.
Yep. And we had to hang out for a few.
We had to.
Oh no, it was such
Of
torture.
course.
Such torture. I was just like,
Oh, God.
I left the party. I'm like, why did I could have just put my drink away and gone outside, but no, just trapped there with Bailey Rayne, just trapped.
And I was like, oh, hey, I've watched you on Twitter. I love your podcast. Da, da, da. And you're like, you want to be on it? And I was like, okay.
I'm easy like that. I'm
It was
a
great.
podcasting slut. Like, oh, you know me? You want to come? I'll put out.
It
You
was
want
so easy. I was like, all right, let's do it. You
Yeah.
slut.
I'm slutty and lubed when it comes to this shit. Like,
No, that's the way you have to be, though. It's business. It's great.
it is.
I go to events where people are like uppity about who they'll talk to. Like, I have watched MFC girls. I work on MFC, by the way, my free camps. I've been to events where MFC girls have been absolute angels and wonderful. They'll talk to anybody and everybody, and everyone's just having a great time. But I've also been to events where one girl will just be like, "What's your cam score?" And that's like determined by how much you make. And if the girl had a bad answer, the girl would just like move on to the next
Oh.
person.
I've gotten that too.
Crazy. I'm
I've-
just like, damn.
On multiple occasions, like AVN or other industry events, like I've gone to introduce myself to someone, and it's just like, oh hey man, and then I'm like, oh I host and now we drink, and they're like, oh hey, oh you did put the face with the.
I mean, it's also a podcast, so it's not as like about the face. maybe as soon as you talk, they're like, I recognize that sexy voice. And then
Oh, you think my voice is sexy? You did say you were going to lie on here. So
what? I would never say that I would lie.
you said the truth was relevant.
I would lie, but I would never say it beforehand.
I know. I'm just calling you out. I'm preemptively calling you out.
Are you saying I admitted to lying? No, you just lie.
Yeah, and I told you I'm not willing to lie to my audience, so I'm just calling you out on the lie right now. Just calling you out on the first lie I caught.
Oh, no. No, you have a really good podcast voice.
Yeah, there's a difference between a good podcast voice and a sexy voice.
I don't know. It's yeah, you have a
Lie
really nice
detector.
voice. You have a really nice voice.
Oh,
All seriousness, like,
oh,
oh.
oh.
I haven't started the lying portion of the evening yet.
I'll
drink
have some
a
more
little bit
vodka.
more. Let me drink some more, and
Let's see what you fabricate.
I'm really bad about that. Like, I'll have some shots online, and we're talking, and then I'll start telling a story, and I'll think to myself, it's really not a good story. It's not that good. I got to make it better. And
Why aren't you?
and then I'll forget what the story was, and then the next time I tell it, it's totally different, and they'll be like, are you sure that's how it went? And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Are you a writer for pro wrestling? You're just like, there's no continuity here.
No kayfabe.
We don't need to keep kayfabe.
Is that it? Kayfabe?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, I don't. Well, the thing is, I usually don't start lying until I've had a few shots, and by that point, I don't remember what I was lying about.
You have footage. You literally are recording yourself.
I don't watch. You know how long I'm on cam every night? It's like 5-6 hours sometimes. I'm not going through.
Well, you should hit the marker button. Like mark your fucking.
I mean, it would take me like 10 hours to edit all of it. Like, I don't have your setup.
You don't.
I don't.
You should fix that.
That's another one of my problems.
You can't have my setup. You can't have mine.
I don't have your setup. I have my setup, and that's a problem. So,
Well,
I literally just make the entire show available. I don't edit it. I don't do anything. It's just because it's not worth it. They get all the lies and the truths.
it's half the fun. You just got to figure out, when is Bailey lying?
That should be a drinking game.
Oh, God, I'm going to die. Are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to kill me?
Oh, no.
Why would you try to kill me? I thought we were cool. We met at a party. It was such a good time. Why would you want to kill me?
And you have a sexy voice. What am I doing?
See, now I got to drink.
No, I have to drink. Remember, I have to start the lying part of the evening.
You've been drinking.
Okay, but like, I'm gonna need another bubbly. I think. Yeah.
Yep, I can grab you another bubbly. Would you like
Okay.
another bubbly right now?
Not yet, but I'll let you know.
All right.
I'll let you know. Yeah, this will fit. I was gonna pour it all
That's
in
what she
there.
said.
But... Hey, I'll drink to that.
Well, we haven't actually properly cheersed either. We're like an hour into this show and like we haven't even properly cheersed.
Hell yeah.
I'm lying. We're only like 40 minutes in.
Oh, nice. Yeah, not too shabby. It hasn't even been an hour yet.
No. Much more time for you
We
to lie
have
to me.
so much more to cover.
So much more to cover. So much more alcohol poisoning for me to get from your lies.
You know, I didn't add vodka to this. My bad.
I mean, that's why it's a self-service show.
Yeah, I'm over here getting more sober because I did.
Like, I'm hydrated.
It was just water.
I'm just hydrated.
My bad.
That's
Hey,
right, folks.
Thanks for having Tito's, by the way.
Of course.
I love Tito's.
That's right, folks. She's sober and saying my voice is sexy. Take that as you will.
Hello.
Did you pregame? Is the weed still affecting you?
Oh my gosh, dude, that was like days ago. It's not fair because everyone I know, they're constantly smoking and totally fine.
See, I'm a drunk. I don't smoke.
I can't smoke. I guess same because it's not fair though because it's LA. Everyone's always smoking and having so much fun, and I'm just sitting there like, don't do it.
You can learn to have fun without it.
I mean, I want to join in the fun, but I know it won't be fun, so I just don't do it.
Well, don't do it. Just be sociable. Be fun.
But then I do it.
Just don't do it.
But I want to do it. Everyone else is doing it. Peer pressure.
That's a bad plan.
Mm-hmm.
That is a horrible plan.
I know. It's like the bridge thing all over
Like,
again.
You'll never get a gun if you listen to all these people.
That is a good point. Yeah. You know what? They're all smoking together. They're all telling me the same thing about guns. They're all... Maybe I shouldn't smoke.
Should listen to me. I'll be your life coach.
They're all paranoid. That's what's happening. They've got.
Well, I'm paranoid
paranoia.
too. I'm paranoid in different ways, but
No. I'm gonna.
I will be your life coach.
Wait, what are you paranoid about?
Everything.
Like?
Oh, I don't know. I had a job for over 10 years where I might get shot at every day. Like, it makes you a little...
PTSD.
I wouldn't go PTSD. I wouldn't.
It would give me PTSD.
I'm glad you didn't do the job then.
I couldn't do that. Oh my God.
I'm constantly like, if wherever I'm in public, I don't know if you saw it while we're at the party, I'm constantly scanning rooms. And it's one of those things where like, I feel like people who don't know me think it's like, I'm looking to see who's more important in the room. No, I'm just constantly looking around because I just had a job where I had to worry about getting shot at for 10 years.
That would make you better at the job.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good quality to have.
I agree, but in social situations...
why you're still alive.
Well, I agree. But in social situations, in like large parties like that, I'm sure it could be off-putting where like, why is Matt mid-conversation constantly scanning the room? Is he looking for someone more important to talk to? It's like, no, I'm just making sure no one fucking surprises me.
You're making me want to scan the room. Like, is that Anthony Bourdain?
It is.
Hey, good taste. I love it. Oh, and he's flipping you off?
He is.
Yeah. See? Scanning the room. It has its perks.
Well, I don't think Anthony is going to come from the grave and try to jump you.
Oh, man. See, the world was a better place when he was in it.
It was.
I think him dying was what offset something.
Well, him...
And
Prince,
Betty White.
Prince, Lemmy from Motorhead, Bowie. Like, that's all 2016.
Bowie.
Well, those three were all 2016.
That was 2016?
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah.
It was that long ago?
Yeah.
2016. That was a really rough year.
They turned on the Large Hadron Collider. The Cubs won the World Series. The world actually ended in 2016.
I think so. We're just living in some strange reality. Just not the best one.
No, we're definitely not in the best timeline.
This timeline is a little questionable.
A little bit.
We're stuck in it, so we got to make
the best of it. We got to get you more life experiences so you don't have to lie about it.
I mean, it's I lie because I've had normal experiences. People don't want to hear about normal experiences.
Well, stop having normal experiences.
I know. I got to have some Anthony Bourdain experiences. Like,
do you have a passport?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be in Amsterdam right now.
No, you're not. We booked this. We booked this like a month ago.
Well, no, XBiz Amsterdam is right now.
Yeah. I'd be really pissed off if you were in Amsterdam and be like, oh yeah, by the way, I know we booked this. Like, we booked this over a month ago, but I'm in Amsterdam right now.
I kept telling myself, I was like, I would never book it like after the AVM party till now. I would never book it that close. So I had already decided it was not going to happen by the time.
Oh no, I just thought you were ditching Amsterdam. Come hang out with me. I was going to be so honored.
Yeah.
Well, now I really do have to drink. Shit.
But no, like, I decided after AVN, I was like, I'm going to Amsterdam. I'm going to XBiz. And I don't know. It's just, I never got my shit together. I just moved into a new house. I'm like restarting my entire cam room in a new place. It just never happened. But you know what? I'm here. So maybe that's where the timeline was supposed to have me. I'm supposed to be right here right now.
Yeah, we booked this. Yes, you are supposed to be here right now. We fucking booked this.
If I had done Amsterdam, it would have already been booked when I met you.
Right, and then we would have booked this at a different date.
We would have just had a different day. So
right.
I'm just saying, the timeline is supposed to be right here right now.
Have you ever been to Amsterdam?
No.
It's okay.
It looks like a lot of fun. Everyone's there right now.
What?
Like,
okay, XBiz Amsterdam might be a lot of fun. The city itself is okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any Amsterdam stories?
I do.
What's your best one? And what's your worst one?
Well, they're one and the same.
Oh, okay.
No, I went there in 2017. Like so one of the ways I really judge places when I travel is the fucking food.
Okay.
The food sucks in Amsterdam. It sucks.
I'm trying to think of what Dutch people eat.
They eat for utility. They're not about like really pleasure in their fucking food.
Oh.
So there are some rad things there. Like they do like savory pancakes in the morning that are like closer to crepes than they are like American pancakes. Those are rad.
So they're thin?
They're super thin, and like they'll have big chunks of sausage in them. They're pretty rad.
I could get behind that.
Yeah, those were rad. Everything for dinner and shit was all, especially in the red light district, was all like touristy and like Amsterdam is Europe's Vegas. So the rest of Europe comes to Amsterdam to get woo, and the food caters that. Now, the exception is there is I guess there's multiple of them now, a steakhouse called Cannibal Royale, which was awesome. It was all like macabre themed, and the steak was pretty rad. And I proved I'm a fat American because they had a 1 kilo steak challenge. Like if you eat a 1 kilo steak, you get your name on the wall.
I feel like that's not that difficult, is it?
2.2 pounds pre-cooked.
Yeah.
My name's on the wall. At least it was.
Yeah, I'm like American. Like,
yeah, I'm just like, you're like, you just have to warn us the day beforehand, and we'll like do the challenge. I'm like,
have they heard of the heart attack grill?
Right, like a 2.2 pound steak pre-cooked, like dog. Like I killed that bitch. I was just like, but it was a rad. That was like the only really rad meals. Like we went out for Indonesian because that was a Dutch colony at one point. That was just like,
I feel like your favorite meal was like an American meal.
Well, steakhouses are steakhouses.
Yeah, like
they had candied bacon too.
I love candied bacon.
How could you not?
Oh,
like if you were like fuck candied bacon, I'd be like, well, this was fun.
We can't be friends anymore.
Oh, Bailey, we're friends?
I'm here.
I have plenty of people on this podcast that are not my friends.
Damn. All right. Well,
this is a business. This is a place of business.
Yeah, but we shared a cigar earlier.
I had a cigar while you watched. Is that your fetish?
I inhaled it.
That's your fetish, watching me smoke? Like, do you have a smoking fetish?
I did notice you didn't offer me a cigar.
Would you have liked a cigar?
I love cigars.
Oh, shit. But why didn't you fucking say something?
I didn't want to be rude.
I'm a fucking humidor full of cigars. I would have happily given you a cigar. You didn't say shit.
No, I just went,
oh my God. Okay, well, if we're going to be friends, are we going to be friends?
Yes, and you're going to share a cigar with me next time.
Right. Fucking open your mouth. I won't be offended. Like,
I'm glad we covered this.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that the internet now knows that, like, I'm calling you out and be like all demure and like, oh yeah, enjoy your cigar. I really would have liked, like, you didn't ask for a puff. You did, like, I'm a humidor.
What kind of cigar was it?
It was a Nicaraguan. I believe that was a Nicaraguan with a Dominican wrapper. Okay. It was an Olivia.
Okay. Yeah. I would have taken a puff.
You didn't say shit. Most, like,
I'm not going to invite myself over onto your balcony and steal your cigar right out of your mouth. What kind of friend would do that?
If you ask, that's not stealing. If I willingly give it to you.
No, the peer pressure. It would have been too much for you.
Yeah. In the couple hours we've been hanging out, do you think peer pressure gets to me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially...
Okay, well, now I have to drink.
Especially with new friends. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Can't handle it.
Definitely can't. Definitely don't just, state what my honest opinion is, sometimes to my detriment. I told you a story.
I was going to say, how'd that go with that girlfriend?
She was not my girlfriend.
Yeah, I think she may have thought she was
No, she definitely told me she was not my girlfriend.
Okay, well, she got really mad about that one thing for not being your girlfriend.
Yeah, for the audience, I'll just flat out say it. During the pandemic, a girl I was fucking showed up here drunk with her and her friend. I was flirtatious with both of them. I tried to fuck both of them.
He assumed. You know what
I assumed
about assuming.
I assumed, yep. I made an ass of myself. I did. I freely admit I did. But she got upset with me. It was like, you were trying to fuck my friend. I went, no, I was trying to fuck both of you.
You gotta make sure it's okay first.
Yeah, but what do you say in that situation? What would you say if someone's like, yo, I feel disrespected. I think you were trying to fuck my friend. Like, what do you say in that situation?
I would never be in that situation because I would pull them to the side and be like, are you guys trying to both fuck me right now? Make it their idea. Be like, are you guys both trying to fuck me right now? I'm just trying to get a vibe for the room right now because I'm confused. Like,
I wasn't confused.
Play dumb. Play dumb.
Not my strongest suit. Though the internet may disagree with that.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, did you guys both come over to like do stuff? Because it's usually just me and you. But if you want to do stuff, all three of us, I'm fine with it. I just want to make sure it's okay with you first. Make it like her idea.
That's probably the best move. But I didn't feel the need to ask permission from someone I wasn't actually dating.
I mean, she's still a girl, and you're fucking her. Well, you were fucking her. And then she ruined your TV, destroyed it.
See, there's the lies.
Right.
There's the lies.
Threw it right out the window. I like your new TV, by the way.
Yeah, there's the lies. This was the lie that was discussed beforehand. This is the premeditated lie. Premeditated lie.
Ah, man, don't tattle on me.
I told you I wasn't going to let you get away with it. I warned you while we were on the balcony while I was enjoying my cigar without you.
Well, I warned you I was going to make the story even better.
I think the story's perfectly fine. And, I fumbled trying to fuck 2 girls. And, hey, guess what? She still came around and fucked me again after that. So,
Oh, well, there you go. You can't be. Yeah.
I'm sure she was either horny or appreciating my honesty or both. Probably horny.
I'm just saying, if you had a friend like me at the time, you probably would have had sex with both of them and not had a fight.
What would you be doing all this? Just
I would
hanging
have
out?
told you to do the thing I just told you to do.
And then just pieced out? You'd just be,
No, you'd be texting me. I wouldn't be here. There was a pandemic, man.
yeah, I already had 2 girls here. What's the problem having a
I'm
third?
not coming over. It's a pandemic.
Ouch, we're not that close.
I spent the entire pandemic just like in my house, like playing with my dogs and working online. Like I didn't hang out with anybody.
I was mostly the recluse except for that girl that I was fucking.
Yeah, so you could have texted me and be like, "Hey, I got a thing going on here. What should I do?" I'd be like, "I got you."
To be fair, after one of the hookups, like a couple days later, she's like, and this is pre-vaccines and everything. She's just like, "I think I got COVID." I'm like, "You were just here. Like, you knew the risks."
Oh God.
This might have been a little toxic.
You knew the risks when you wanted to fuck me. Like,
yeah.
Oh God.
It was completely dick choices. Like, these were just completely
No.
not thought out, horny, fucking like, oh, you want to come over and bang? Cool. Not.
Wow.
Have you ever been there? Have you ever just been like, yeah,
I mean,
that's all I know.
I am one of those people that is just always so monogamous. It's just, I never get to do I've never been interested in doing the hookup thing, which is funny because like I do the monogamy thing and then I get online and people are like, "You whore." I'm just like, what I do? Oh my God. Like I shoot solo and I'm always monogamous. Like I'm literally not doing anything. Not that there's anything wrong with having a fucking good time. I don't judge. Like everyone.
So why are you not having a good time?
Because it's hard for me to get off unless I really, really know the person. I have to be so comfortable. It's like almost impossible. So there's no
toys.
I get in my own head. Like I just can't do it unless I really feel comfortable with the person. So there's really no point in just hooking up. It sucks. Another cruel thing, weed and that. Oh my God.
I mean, that's much more cruel than the weed.
It's pretty freaking cruel, right?
Sometimes strange is exciting.
You would think.
I know firsthand. It's exciting.
It should be, but I can't get off. It's so annoying. Even if they're really good at everything. Like
Just do it for the bit. Do it for the bit.
I just get so mad.
Just go. See, this is what you should be doing. You should be doing it so you can tell the fucking stories in your chat.
But I could just say I hooked up with someone.
Yeah, but wouldn't
And then actually get all the orgasms, like once I pick someone who has a really nice dick and is nice to me and is really good at all the stuff that I like.
Yeah, but how are you going to know?
I know that's the problem.
Like, how are you going to know? You got to go out there and experience some strange shit. And then you can tell the stories without lying to your fucking audience.
I do have like a bunch of hookup stories from college, but I didn't get off. Like, that's one of my biggest memories from college. Like, yeah, I had a lot of fun having a lot of sex. But then I went home and masturbated. Like, fuck.
Did you try to involve them in the masturbation?
Yes. They're like oral hand stuff. Like, I don't know. It's a cruel joke, isn't it? Like,
yes.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I still say you should go out there.
It's the timeline.
It is. It is.
I think it's the timeline. But you're right. Maybe I just need to get out, try it, and eventually I'll just get over the newness of it and it'll happen.
Or you'll just do it for the bit. Like, just be like, yeah, I fucked some dude in a fucking bar bathroom. He didn't get me off, but I did it. I did the thing.
I don't know. You might be onto something.
I am. I'm full of wisdom. That might be a lie. You may not wake up tomorrow. Why not just go do the thing?
I mean, I can't argue with you. You're 100% right. And I'm so envious of my friends who just hook up with whoever, whenever, and they can have like 10 orgasms in a night with a stranger. I'm just like, happy for you, but I'm so jealous. I'm so fucking jealous.
When was the last time you tried?
What do you mean?
Like when was the last time you tried to hook up with a random and tried?
Oh, a random?
Yeah, a rando, a hookup.
This is where I have to lie because it's been so long.
Right, so you don't know. You have a different cells from the last time you tried it.
Oh, yeah, it has been more than 7 years. Oh, my God.
Right, it's been more than 7 years.
So embarrassing.
Why is that embarrassing?
Because I'm young. I got to get out there.
That is exactly what I'm encouraging.
Yeah, you're right. You're onto something.
You haven't tried in 7 years. You know, your food taste has probably changed in 7 years.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Right. Maybe you're just coloring your experiences off of bad college dudes, and some fucking random will be like, make you just see stars.
But the thing is, like, what I do for work is so fulfilling in that area that I don't even worry about it. Like,
I'm not saying you should worry. I'm saying you should do it for fun, not
okay,
because
think about it.
It's not like it's a fucking, oh my God, I'm so horny, my needs aren't being fulfilled. Just for the fucking bit.
I mean, okay, I log in, I masturbate, I get paid to masturbate, and then I log out. Like, I'm having a great time, and I'm getting paid for it.
No one is knocking how you make your money.
It's making me so, like, I am really good at getting myself off, too. So it's like, hey.
Well, don't compare strangers, don't compare partners to how you can get yourself off.
But I have more experience.
Well, duh. Oh, yeah, I can get myself off and I'm fucking quickly. Like,
I mean, and then I have more time to do my hobbies and play with like my dogs and watch Golden Girls. Like, I know, right? I know. I see the way you're looking at me right now. I know. I hear it. I hear what I just said. Like, I'm an old lady in a 30-year-old's body. Ah!
Oh, did you just admit on the internet you're 30?
I lied. Don't worry.
Oh, am I supposed to drink now? Shit. So you are going to give me alcohol poisoning.
I don't know. You're right, though. I got to put myself out there. I really need to.
For the fucking bit.
For the bits.
Yeah. You're an entertainer. You got to go to the well. You got to have experience. You got to have shit to talk about. You won't have to tell lies if you're just like, oh, yeah, I did this fucking weird shit.
I mean, I don't really lie about hookups that often because like
that often that caveat is so important. That often, that's a relative term.
But I mean, it never comes up because like I spend every night on cam. Everyone knows where I am every evening. What am I gonna do? It'd be like, yeah, last Tuesday. I don't like being awake in the mornings. You know how that goes.
I do.
Afternoon sex would be more my style. If it's with my schedule.
Quote morning sex. Like, I just woke up with an erection sex. I call that morning sex.
Oh, what do they call it? Afternoon delight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rockets in flight and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're onto something here. But, I mean, I can't go out at night because that's when I work. I'm not awake during the mornings.
Right.
I got to find an afternoon crowd.
I'm sure there's got to be someone you could pick up a fucking phone and text me like, so come fuck me this afternoon?
Maybe.
Maybe? You're not certain about this? How are you not certain about this?
All my friends are girls that are like married with kids. That's one thing about getting older in this industry. Like, I don't really know a lot of the new girls, the 18-year-olds, the girls in their 20s.
Yeah.
Like, but all the friends I came in with, you know, we've all gotten older together, and a lot of them are, you know, married with kids now. And I mean, I still hang out with them because my interests are the same. Like, we garden, we walk our dogs, like, we take pottery classes, we take fitness classes. I'm not meeting guys at any of this.
You really? Before, as much as I'm giving you shit about like not getting randoms, do you want to meet a dude?
I mean, it would be nice, but also at the same time, like, I've really gotten into a groove. I like myself. I like my life.
Well, yeah.
I get paid to masturbate. Like, I'm good. You should never be involved.
You should never be involved with someone who's not an awesome +1 to your life. Like,
I agree. Ditto.
100%.
Ditto. That girl who fucked up your TV, Out of your life forever. Get rid of her.
Oh, I mean, we're still friends. She has a kid these days. Ain't mine.
I was gonna say.
Oh no,
you know for sure because you got the video.
Well,
See, we are friends.
Oh no,
I know about the video.
No, I still had swimmers when I fucked her.
Dude, how do you know then?
I know because that was actually a big point.
I was gonna say, is that why?
That was a big point because it's just
yeah.
You don't want kids. That's why I could never have a future with you. I'm like, yeah, that's accurate.
Is that why you got the?
No, I got the vasectomy because. Sorry, audience has heard this multiple times. So it's a long running bit on this show where me and Xander Corvus were talking about doing prosectomies.
I love Xander. He has a really nice dildo out, by the way.
I'm sure he does.
You'd love it.
Not really my jam.
Oh no, I think you'd love it.
It's not my jam on a multiple fronts. Like I'm not into like jerking off to my friends' scenes. And
sorry, I hit the mic.
yeah, I know that just broke you. You're just like, what? He doesn't want to jerk off to his friends' scenes. He knows everybody. Who's he jerk off to?
No.
Europeans.
When's your birthday?
February 9th.
All right. I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Coolsies. You know what I'm giving to my next guest after my birthday? That dildo.
No, it'll look great. It's like very artsy. They did a great job with it.
I'm sure. But Xander and I had been talking about for years for normalizing prosectomies.
Mm-hmm. Prosectomies.
And like go do a full on spa day.
Yeah.
And then get a vasectomy done.
I'm all for it. Yeah.
And then Roe v. Wade got overturned.
Even better.
He texted me like, I booked it. I'm like, oh shit, I guess we're doing this thing. Then he didn't fall through.
No.
Yeah. And the worst part about it was I delayed once because he got COVID right around when we were supposed to do it the first time. And then I forgot why the second time. But I'm like, I crowdsourced it, my vasectomy. Like I did a GoFundMe for my vasectomy. Other people paid for it.
Not back out.
Yeah, like I took other people's money. I can't back out. So I went and did the thing.
You'd be a terrible cam girl.
Why? Because I'm honest? Because I'm honest? I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm a terrible cam girl for the same reason, so I'm allowed to say it. Like,
you've been lying half this episode. You just keep telling people my voice is sexy. Like, lies. Lies.
Just saying, like, I've seen girls retire like 10 times. They make so much money. Terrible cam girl.
I've seen girls retire 100 times too. I just chalked that up to indecisiveness and like they met a Captain Save A Hoe and then realized that that's a problem.
Oh, that's a good term for it.
You've never heard Captain Save A Hoe?
No, but I like it.
How long have you been in the industry?
10 years, but...
How have you never heard that expression?
I usually avoid people who retire more than once because I get annoyed by them.
Well, as you should. As you should. But how have you never heard the expression Captain Save A Hoe?
I don't know. Maybe everyone's just been too nice to say it in front of me.
Yeah, that's a thing. Captain Save A Hoe is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
And pro tip to any of my performer friends who are watching this episode, Captain Save A Hoe will promise you a new life and then will grow to resent you.
Make you quit everything involving porn, like everything. And you agree to it at first because you're like, all right, this is new life. This is the new me. Let's go. And the next thing you know, every piece of your life is controlled by Captain Save A Hoe.
Well, and then they grow to resent you for, why aren't you making money? Because you told me you were going to buy me a new life, dog.
Why aren't you working? Why aren't you giving me kids? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you? Like, it's a very why aren't you relationship.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
I have been in this industry for over a decade. It has never worked out. Captain Save A Hoe has never worked out. Anyone who met you when you are doing sex work and talks you out of doing sex work is a problem.
Because I've never seen it work out either now that I'm thinking about it.
Because this is the person that you are when I met you. This is what probably attracted me to you in the first place. And now I'm telling you to change everything.
And now you resent it?
Yeah. It's a super toxic. And the amount of people I have seen fall into that trap over the years, because as we've discussed many times on the show, adult work can be a lonely place.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are a lot of dudes, a lot of toxic dudes who will just write you off because of how you make your living.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had an ex that told me, he was like, no one will ever love you because of your work, what you do. Like, you'll never find a husband. Like, and I was like, okay.
Is that a priority for you?
Exactly. I was like, that's fine. Like, I'm pretty happy by myself and all my gal pals taking our pottery classes. Like, it's nice.
I have to break it to you. No one's gonna ever love you because you don't own a gun.
And I lie too much.
I mean, mostly the gun thing.
I have a problem with lying and the gun thing. Yeah.
It's mostly the gun thing. Like, you just have to expect a little bit of the.
Yeah, but I'm working on that.
Well, then you're gonna be like a fucking eligible bachelorette.
Nice. Now I just got to learn how to ride a motorcycle.
That's a death trap.
I know. That's what everyone keeps telling me. I don't want a motorcycle. I want a Vespa.
So a
But-
slower death trap.
They go 70. They're insane. Yeah. I know someone who rode one to Vegas and back. Like,
I drive a fair amount, and people in LA do not fucking pay attention.
exactly.
That you will
just-
die.
Yeah. Like, it sucks though, because they're so great on gas. They go the same speed as a car, and it's easier to park than a car. Like, I just want to have my little Vespa, go to the grocery store, go to my pottery class.
Move to Italy.
Nice.
Move to fucking Italy.
I know, right? I loved Italy. Have you ever been?
That's actually somewhere in Europe I have not been.
Ah, it's so beautiful, and the food's amazing. The people were so nice. The food is like so bland compared to our Italian food, but after a week, you acclimate. You stop being obsessed with salt and sugar because we're Americans. We get so much salt and sugar.
I don't know what you're talking
everything.
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you start being able to taste all the other flavors
Oh
because
my god, like tomatoes?
like all the herbs. Ugh, I hate it when people say it like that. Herbs.
British? You hate the British? Why are you coming out here and
Oh,
hating the
God.
British?
Don't start that rumor. Oh no.
It's not a rumor. That's just fact. Apparently, you just hate the British.
Herbs. But no, you can like taste all the herbs and spices. It's so nice. Whereas here, we're just like so like overwhelmed by the salt and the sugar and everything. Like you can't really taste all that stuff. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. As soon as I came back, I was back to eating normal Italian food.
Okay, well, I have a couple questions. First, what's your go-to Italian spot here in LA?
Oh, that's a tough one. Honestly, I mean, I live up in the valley. So I know. So all my places you're going to hate because they're valley places.
The Olive Garden? I do.
If I said Olive Garden, would you like totally be like, get out?
I might.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm rethinking this right now.
There's a place in the valley called the Pizza Cookery that's pretty good. I like their eggplant parmesan. There's a place called Caruso's that has oh my god, they have a really good like squid steak.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's so tender. And for pizza, there's a place in North Hollywood called Little Tony's that someone just showed me recently. It's amazing. So yeah, I mean, like I said, valley person though. So you're gonna judge all my places.
Hey, one of my go-to pizza places is in the Valley.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Which one?
Gino's East. It's a Chicago chain.
Oh, where is that?
Coldwater and Riverside.
Oh, okay. So what is that? Sherman Oaks?
I believe technically, yes.
Sherman Oaks or North Hollywood? Maybe Studio City?
No, I believe it's
Somewhere. Okay. Okay. Nice.
because it is the only place in fucking LA I can get fucking tavern style.
I mean, Pizza Hut just came out with tavern style. I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah,
That's great. I mean, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be even
you're
close.
from the Midwest. How dare
Yes,
you?
I know.
How dare you?
You know what? I had COVID a couple weeks ago, and I was just craving tavern style pizza.
Chicago Gino's East.
I had COVID, and I was not thinking clearly, obviously, because I got Pizza Hut.
And didn't cancel this appearance.
Don't judge me. But yeah, I don't know why.
Why are
I'm
you
just
worried about my
craving
judgment?
it.
Why are you worried about my judgment?
Because you're editing this. You
I
can
am.
make me look really bad.
No, only you can make you look really bad.
Only you can
Prevent forest fires.
insert whatever you want. Smokey the Bear. Mm-hmm.
There are wildfires out here, which was a change because, like in the Midwest, it's like only you can prevent forest fires. Out here, it's only you can prevent wildfires.
Oh, really?
Smokey says some
I
different
did
shit on
not
these posts.
notice that. Really?
Yep.
Well, I guess a lot of the fires don't happen in the forest, especially around us. Yeah, that makes sense. Not many forests around us, actually. No,
Not so much. We're in a desert.
and we still get fires. The desert's
All
on
the-
fire. Can you?
Well, yeah, that's mostly from
How do you explain that to people?
baby showers or, fucking gender reveal parties where they set off fireworks and start fires.
Isn't that so fucked up? Like, it goes back to the whole making your thing my problem all over again.
Right. Well,
Like-
also, it's like, how many homes were lost because you were born a boy?
I mean, I'm not going to blame the kid. I'm going to blame
the kid.
stupid ass parents.
Well, no, I'm going to blame the parents for bringing this kid into the world. And, the kid is having those idiots' fucking genetics. So
yeah, so they're already going through enough.
they're already fucked. But,
Their parents are already that stupid.
right. But they don't know. They don't know how fucked they are.
Oh, yeah.
The problem with being stupid.
You never know.
It's a double-edged sword of being stupid.
That's the
You don't-
saying. Ignorance is bliss.
It really
You don't
is.
know.
It really is. God, I wish I was dumber sometimes.
I have said that before. I'm just like,
You wish I was dumber? Wow. Wow, Bailey. Jeez. I thought we were friends. You just spent like 10 minutes
I
being
just want you to be happy, okay?
at least somebody in my life does. Shit. No one else.
No, wouldn't that be nice to just have
be-
no
for-
idea how, like,
Wouldn't it be nice for me to be
Out
happy?
of-
I think so. I think it would be nice. I don't know.
I mean, okay, I don't know what your political leanings are, but in my family, I'm kind of the black sheep because
You don't say. Oh my God. You do sex work and live in California. You're the black sheep of a rural Indiana family? Never. How would that
And
possibly
I'm
be?
not conservative, which is a big deal.
Well, yeah, you're not in the
Some
tax
people.
bracket to be conservative.
Well, then neither is my family, but look where we are.
Yeah, but they
Like-
live in rural Indiana, so.
like, they're very, like, into the conspiracy theories and all that. And I'm just walking around thinking, like, that must be nice. You really think that this is how the world is. You're 100% sure that the world is like this specific way, no matter how fucked up it sounds. Like, at least you know for sure. That must be nice.
It must be.
I mean, the stuff they say is pretty out there.
So they
but
believe in QAnon and all that shit?
some of them do. And I'm just like, you're crazy, but you look happy. And that makes me unhappy.
Why do you hate on other people's happiness? Why?
Why do they get to be so happy?
Because their IQ score is much lower than yours.
But they're my family. I can't say that.
I did for you.
we're-
I interpreted that shit
it's
for
like
you.
apples and trees. So I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe
You don't want to believe that, like, you're the fucking special one in the good way from that, from that genetic stock.
I don't think I'm that lucky. I don't know what happened, but it can't be. I don't believe in luck like that. I think we're all related, and I got to figure out what the difference is because I don't want to believe that's it because that would be too hopeful. Like,
Sign of intelligence.
I'm so smart.
Sign of intelligence, like self-doubt. Because if you were an idiot, you'd be like, damn right, that's right. I'm smarter than them. But because you're a reasonably intelligent human being, you're like, there's got to be something else. I got to figure out what it is.
Well, they're walking around thinking like I'm the smartest one in the family. I'm the smart. So if I'm walking around like that makes me the exact same. Like I can't. So no, it can't.
You're better than them.
It's just so hard to watch though because they're 100% sure about all of it. I've never been 100% sure about anything. I don't even know if this is really like daisies on my dress. Like, it
Well,
might
now-
be some flower I've never heard of that kind of looks like a daisy, and some expert would be like, "Bitch, that's not a daisy." Like,
Well, now I have to question if you think my voice is sexy because you've never been sure about anything. Ouch. Ouch.
Damn. Now that's deep.
Is it?
That's deep.
Or is it just a lie you told
Do
me?
I know what I like? Oh,
Do
no.
you know what you like?
I'm just saying, like, now we're getting like a little too deep because I smoked a few days ago. You're really messing with my head here.
Maybe. Maybe. What do you like? Do you know what you like?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Oh,
But I'm questioning it now.
So matter of fact, you're just like, of course I do. Of
I
course.
feel like if you hear a voice, you're like, I like that voice. If you see someone that you find attractive, you're like, I find this person attractive.
Bailey, are you trying to tell me something?
I'm just saying you should trust some things. Like, you should trust.
That was the question, Dodge. Got it. She's like, I don't want to answer that. I don't want to tell him no on his own show. Jeez.
You are so attractive.
Now I'm drinking.
And you're so attractive, and your voice is just
I gotta drink again? God, how many times are you gonna lie to me? Fuck.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. It's just if you think something is attractive, you should be able to trust yourself on that. That's all I'm saying. Like you would think.
Not necessarily. I've definitely drunkenly found some things attractive when I was sober. I was like, oh, that was a mistake.
That's different. That's the drunk goggles.
Oh yeah, they exist.
The drunk goggles are a thing, but you can also change your mind with new information. Like if you
Oh no, it
find
was the
out-
same information. My brain just interpreted it differently.
That's the goggles. I'm talking without the goggles. Because sometimes you'll find out something later, you'll be like, never mind. Like, there was this guy I was dating for a while, and he was really cute. He was really fit. He was from Egypt. He was just, he spoke like 3 languages. I was like, wow. And then I found out he was a bad driver. Totally ruined it for me. I was not attracted to this person anymore. I was like,
That's a red flag for you? Like being a bad driver?
He was trying to play piano on his phone while he was driving. He was a distracted driver. That's a big turnoff for me.
That people are just,
He was dumb.
Well, yeah, that should be a red
He was
flag.
so smart, like book smart, but when it came to common sense, none. I was like, nope. 100% like turned off, couldn't do it anymore.
How many dates did you get in before you?
Maybe 4 before he was doing the thing on his phone. Just like,
Was it at least a good piano piece?
He was too distracted to play it well because he was driving.
So he was doing nothing well. He was doing
He
nothing.
was driving poorly, and I was like, just wait till we're stopped. What is wrong with you? So yeah,
Was he trying to impress you with his phone piano?
I think so.
It's a weird flex.
It was pretty weird. Like I said, no common sense. That's a big turnoff.
Common sense isn't common, so.
But he was so cute. It sucked.
Well, yeah, cute people can get by on being cute.
Well, it only goes so far, apparently.
Well, for some people will fucking burn down their whole house and get into massive debt over just being attracted to someone.
Where do I find these people? I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure they're probably in your cam rooms.
Just kidding.
You don't want to be involved with them.
No. My group is like really great. They're well-rounded individuals.
It's all Mensa members in your fucking chat. I'm not meaning to call out your chat. I'm just saying.
I mean, my chat, like we've been hanging out for, oh my God, like almost 10 years now. There are some people that have been not encouraged to stick around. I'll put
Like
it
the
that
stalker?
way. Like the stalker, yes. And like the group that's still there, like we all get along really well. And some of the guys hang out together outside of cam. Like they've hung out together. They've gone to Vegas together. They have each other's numbers. They do fantasy football. Like they're friends outside of the room and they're friends in the rooms. It's awesome.
It's a little odd. Like our bonding factor is we all masturbate to you.
That's the thing though. Like masturbation is only probably 10, 20 minutes of a 5-6 hour show. Like we're literally just hanging out. Like last night we were playing Jackbox games all night. Together.
Which Jackbox?
It's like, which Jackbox?
Yeah, I know what fucking Jackbox
Oh,
is.
okay,
I'm a
good.
Twitch streamer too,
Make sure.
lady. Look at you not doing your research on the host of the show. I'm a fucking Twitch fucking affiliate.
I knew about the vasectomy, but I didn't know about the Twitch.
You didn't know about the vasectomy beforehand. You did not. You learned about that on the porch.
No, I learned about that a long time ago. What are you talking
Now I
about?
gotta drink more. Fuck. I told you you're gonna try to kill me by the end of the show. God damn.
But no, we do like fantasy football. Jackbox was
Which Jackbox?
last night was 5 and 7. So we played. Oh yeah, 5 was that rap game, the really hard one. I'm so bad at it. The rap game and Quiplash.
Oh, Quiplash is the best.
And Fibbage.
Which is also good.
Fibbage is awesome because some of those guys cannot spell worth a shit. I love it. I'm just like, all right, I know it's not that one.
You ever get into the murder trivia?
I think we tried it a couple times. It's just some of them are hard to stream because the timer.
They
get frustrated. I mean,
you can initiate
an
extended timer
yeah,
for
you can
streaming.
extend it, but I don't know. Some of the timers just aren't long enough, even if I extend them. And Drawful is my favorite, I think.
Oh, that
love Drawful.
Well, it was
They
a good episode.
hate
It was a good episode.
They hate Drawful.
Yeah, it was
And
a pleasure.
I think you agree.
Yeah, I hate. All I do is draw penises and poorly.
Me too. Penises and boobs. I don't win, but I have fun.
There are so many better Jackbox games because I can't draw for shit, especially on my phone with my finger. Like,
Well, on I think it's 8. Is it 7 or 8? They have the drawful animate. So you have to draw it twice. So you draw it and then you have to draw it again, like slightly off so that it jumps back and forth and it becomes an
a
animation.
floppy dick.
It's a floppy dick. Yeah, exactly. And I'll do like the boobs and then the bikini and then lift the bikini in the second picture. I'm very mature. I love drawful. Maybe I'll sell you on it with all.
You will not. I've been playing
Think
Jackbox
of
for
all
a
the
very long time.
possibilities.
For a very long time. And I would rather use my words.
Okay. That's one thing that gets people in trouble. They'll just write something out. They'll be mad about having to draw, so they'll just write the prompt.
No, I just draw weirder and weirder penises. I wonder what the prompt is, just weirder penises.
So everyone knows which one's yours.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I'm not trying to win drawful. I'm just trying to entertain the masses with my bullshit at that point.
But,
if I get dragged into a drawful game.
Man, the child in you, you know.
There are no
I
children
feel
in
for-
me.
Well,
I
not
got
with
that
that
snipped.
attitude.
I got that snipped.
Oh,
There are no
man.
children. My body reabsorbs the sperm.
I was going to say, there's still sperm, though.
Yeah, my body reabsorbs it.
Yeah, but technically they're still there.
Yeah. They will never meet an egg. Never.
I'm just saying.
Doctor told me if
Technically.
I wanted to have children in the future, they would have to tap my balls. Not happening.
Someone was looking into a vasectomy, and he said that if he wanted to get it reversed, the doctor told him it would be about $10,000.
Oh, yeah, it's not cheap to. And at least with my vasectomy, they capped the vein or the tubes with titanium. Like they.
Wait, does that affect like X-ray machines or not X-ray? The metal detectors.
I mean, I had no problems going.
Wouldn't that be funny? You'd be like, "It's my balls."
It's my balls. No, I had zero problems last time I traveled. Like zero problems.
But wouldn't that be funny?
And well, at least you know better. Like, because everyone's like, "How's your load?" It's like perfectly fine.
Kid free though, just like my life.
Oh yeah, no diet cream pies for all.
Mm,
Well, not for all.
Diet. I like that.
Yeah.
Diet.
I give out cream pies that you will not get an ounce from.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it sucks that Xander backed out on you, but at the same time, like,
Oh no, this is something I should have done over a decade ago. I have raw dogged a lot of people that I did not need to be connected to for the rest of my life.
18 years.
No, when you have a child with someone, like, yes, financially you're stuck with them for 18 years. In reality, you're stuck with them for life. Like, unless you're a complete piece of shit.
No, you just have to show up to the wedding and see them there.
That makes you a complete piece of shit.
I mean, no, you're still hanging out with the kid. You're still seeing the kid as an adult.
But
You're just not hanging out with their mom. Like, that would be
still
weird.
connected to them to a degree.
Like I said, I don't know. You just have to see them at the wedding, and it depends on how shitty the person is.
I have come in some really shitty people.
Yeah, you don't want to see them outside of the necessary.
I didn't want to see them post orgasm.
Yeah, the necessary. Like,
Yeah.
you would only see them.
I mean, there's a couple of people who were like, literally, I came and I was like, oh, why am I here?
Damn. See, I'm avoiding that by just going to my pottery classes. Yeah.
I didn't think me coming to you was on the table, Bailey.
I'm just saying that feeling. Like, see, what if I felt that way after I try your advice? Like,
yeah, you go about your life. You just go about your life.
yeah, but
I mean, it's made for some hilarious stories. Hilarious.
I'll just make up the stories.
Truth is better than fiction.
I agree, but I mean, I don't want to get chlamydia.
It's a porno cold. It's a round of fucking pills. It's a round of...
See, we are friends.
And the one time I had it, like, it was from a civilian I was fucking on the regular. And unfortunately, it was the last time we fucked. Like, the last time ever we fucked.
I can understand that.
She's like, here's your parting gift.
I mean, did you decide that before you found out or after?
Oh, no. I decided, well, she decided that, honestly.
Ay.
She had decided that because she was upset. We, once again, not in a relationship because are you seeing a pattern of me not committing to people?
Yeah, and you're giving me advice over here. I'm sitting here like, I don't know. You've been lucky. You still have your TV. I lied about that. But my luck, my TV would be long gone if I...
The TVs, they're cheap. I would happily sacrifice my TV to you right now for the bit.
The TV is not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking
Bailey,
about, like...
if you want to smash my TV right now, I will tell this story for the next 5 years.
I'm just saying, like, I would have a lot of stuff, like, messed up if I had... Because I have bad luck with breakups. Like, all my shit would be torn up. Not just the TV. I say
choose a
TV
little better. A little better. A little better. A touch. Skosh.
Okay.
Basically what happened was this girl and I had been fucking, and like legitimately, like I was referred to as the, her B in her lineup. Like I was not the top dude in her lineup.
You weren't even A?
I wasn't even A.
And she told you that?
Oh yeah, I know.
She didn't even lie about it?
No, I'm fine with that.
I would have lied to you.
I don't want you to lie to me about that. Like, I'm cool that like, hey, we're just fucking. Why would you lie to me?
I would lie to anyone in that situation.
But
everyone would be A.
The established rules were like we were using protection with other people.
Hmm.
I moved my ex-girlfriend into my apartment. She was none too happy about this.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Once again, we're just fucking. I'm not beholden to you. She was none too happy.
Mm-mm.
I rolled over there and, we banged it out. Part of, what went wrong was she posted, she had a fucking Facebook group where she was talking about her sexual exploits and like meant to post it to the group and post it publicly on her Facebook about like, oh, dude B decided to like, come over and fuck me last night while his ex-girlfriend's still living in his house.
And that's how you found out you were dude B?
No, I knew that well beforehand.
Oh, okay.
It was just the more...
I mean, I don't know if that's good either.
It was more the like, really? You're posting about this on a fucking Facebook group?
I mean, I'm part of some of those Facebook groups. I have to say they're very entertaining. So she's probably getting a lot of traction from the stories.
Probably.
But, yeah, it's not a good way to find out you're being like used as entertainment.
Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled about that, but like I got over that. But it was also like tested positive for chlamydia. I hit her up, we weren't really talking at that point because she was still really upset that my ex was living in my house. To be fair, my ex and I were not back together. She was just sleeping on my couch. Mm-hmm. That was a whole shit show. And I hit her up, even though we weren't talking. I'm like, hey, you need to go get tested. She came back with, oh, I tested clean. You obviously got blackout drunk and fucked someone else. And that lack of ownership was like, I'm done.
And she was like the only person so she was just being
She even admitted she had done a round of antibiotics for a lung infection.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. See, that's someone who's not like acting like an adult. They want to act like a child. So like, no.
Well, it was a whole to-do to get her on the phone because I'm like, hey, can you give me a call? And she's like, what do you want to talk to me about? I'm like, just give me a call. Like, I don't feel like telling you like I have an STD is something that I need to tell you over text. Like, you probably need to hear my voice.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I've never been in that situation, but like I would want to hear it like on the phone or in person. A text that would be so demeaning. Like, right. Hey, by the way, you might want to get tested. You got this, you got that. Like, have a nice life. That would be horrible. So yeah, you were trying to do the right thing, and she couldn't even own up to it.
She eventually did, but like, yeah, she couldn't own up on like that she gave it to me. Like,
but she could talk about you on Facebook. Yep. Like, yeah, like I said, it's someone who's acting like a kid. They're not ready for an adult like interaction.
It's okay. I didn't want to be in a relationship with them either. Oh,
I'm not even saying relationship. I'm just talking about like an adult like interaction in general. Like the people I'm friends with, the people in my life, like they are people who will be like, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Oh, I just got a beep. What does that mean?
Oh, just ignore that.
Okay.
Well, that means it moved over to the second file on the SD card.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Should have warned you about that.
No, I'll make sure it's still recording.
Oh, none of this has been recording. This is just for us.
Oh, that's so sweet. I knew we were friends.
All this voice is all for you.
Have you thought about doing voice acting?
No.
It would be fun. I think you could do it.
Yeah, just what I need. Another thing on my plate.
I mean, you already sit in front of a microphone. That's the step one.
I'm in front of a microphone?
I'm sorry to tell you.
Shit. When did that happen?
But no, like the people I'm friends with, like they will own up to shit. And I think that is so important.
100%.
Because so many people, you can't even get an I'm sorry anymore. I want to be friends with people who will be like, I fucked up. It's my fault. Or, hey, you're making me feel this way and I don't like it. Like someone who will actually have an adult conversation with me when something's not just happy sunshine rainbows. That's so rare.
It is. And what's also important is people who, if they accept your apology, are legitimate at accepting your apology. Like,
yeah,
I had a falling out with a friend back in Chicago who, like, we had a falling out over a trip to Colombia. I was the asshole in the situation. Like, it wasn't me asking maliciously. I just carelessly was being the asshole. And once it was brought to my attention, I owned it. I'm like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I didn't even fucking think about it. I'm sorry that, like, I was waking up earlier than you guys and, like, listening to fucking loud fucking YouTube videos on my phone and waking people up. Like, I didn't fucking think about it. Like, I just was doing my thing.
But you told them.
Yeah, I owned it. I, like, said, hey, we're cool. And then just lied about other shit. I'm just like, oh, we weren't cool.
No. Well, and I mean, at the end of the day, I guess they don't have to accept it.
No, they don't.
They don't have to be confrontational. Be like, I don't know. I just can't accept your apology. Like, they're not going to say that. But they don't have to make it awkward for everyone either.
Yeah.
Like, that's a toughie.
I would much rather be like, hey, man, you were a dick. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone to call you out on it. Be like, you were a dick. You better do better from now on.
Right.
You know?
Just, you know, instead to fucking lie about it. It's just like, it's not I would rather you just be like, I'm not cool with it. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I would much rather you, I know where I stand than you like fucking lie about it.
I don't like tiptoeing around.
Fuck no.
I hate it.
I guess we will be friends. Shit.
Yeah. Actually, okay, so there's this one, but then there's also this one. It's Is that
cancer?
My Filipino friends do this, and it's like a heart.
Oh. I thought that was the
like,
DNA for cancer.
And you do this, it's like a little heart.
Oh, it's the world's smallest violin.
I think that's this.
That's rubbing the clit. Well, that's more thumb, but no, thumb.
We're at different sides of it.
Well, yeah, I don't have a clit. I hate to break it to you. I do not have a clit.
It's okay that we have different techniques.
Agreed. Honestly, your technique's probably better. Having one of them and knowing how it's stimulated, yours is probably better.
Like thumb for you, that makes more sense. Like you're coming at it from a different.
I also have a pretty big thumb, so my hands are, I would wager, much larger than yours. Yeah.
Right.
So a lot.
You win.
A lot.
Okay. Yeah. You win this round. I'll drink.
I didn't know it was that kind of a contest. I didn't realize that we're like, because my genetics and me being male, you know, the more testosterone in my body at birth made for my larger hands was a competition.
Everything's a competition. Everything.
Why are you in competition with me? We can just
we're friends. We have to better each other. I think that's like a thing, right? Be friends with people who are like really good at stuff, be friends with people who are better at things than you, and then you'll get better by being around them. They'll push you. They'll push you. I think. Hopefully. I'm trying to remember what the saying is. I can't remember it, but there's like.
So what am I better than you, ass?
Having big hands.
Yeah, that's not really. Like, if anything, I think that's my grandfather's fault.
Having big hands.
Yeah, like that is all my mother's side of the family.
Any instruments?
No.
No?
I'm musically talentless for someone who worked in music.
Well, you mentioned music.
Yeah.
Ah.
So In high school, I tried to play drums.
Nice.
Not very well.
Drums are hard.
They are.
Mm.
It was one of those things where, like, I hung out with a group of other metalheads and they needed a drummer for the band that never came to fruition. So I started taking drum lessons, bought a kit,
Nice.
and I was never good at it. Never.
I mean, so I was a music teacher. That was me. I went to school. I got my degree. I was a music teacher. And I think anyone can learn anything. You just have to have the right start.
Years of lessons.
Have to build the confidence.
Years of lessons. Never good.
Years of lessons, yeah. But if you just start out like I see it with guitar all the time. People buy a guitar, they go to YouTube, and they play for an hour, and then they never touch it again.
Well, yeah, that's most people in life.
Yeah, so you have to actually go and spend money and sit with a teacher if you actually want to learn how to play.
What is it, 10,000 hours to become an expert in anything?
That's bullshit.
You don't believe in that?
No.
Why not?
I mean, no, because you don't have to be an expert, first of all.
Well, you don't have to be an expert, but...
It's music. You need to be confident. You need to be comfortable and confident. You don't have to be an expert.
The breaking point for me was, like, I had taken years of lessons and, like, had my kit set up in my bedroom as a teenager. And, like, friends would come over. Like, one of my buddies who had never played drums in his life sat down on my kit and just banged it out better than I ever could. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm not meant for this.
Damn. Okay, but what if he did actually take lessons and he did actually, like, study and never told anyone? I'm just like, hee hee. I know of someone who did that at a strip club competition. She showed up on amateur night, and she was a professional.
Yeah, there's money to be made in that.
And then she was like, hee hee. And meanwhile, all these actual amateurs are just sad.
There's money to be made in that. Going over to my apartment as my friend in high school to just sit down in my kit and be like, I'm like, God damn, I am not good at this. Because there's a point where you just have to accept your limitations. Well, I'm not meant to be a drummer.
And what I said about confidence, like, that totally blew your confidence. That sucks.
Confidence will only get you so far. You still have to have ability at some point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree, but...
Confidence will get you super fucking far, but at some point, you still have to have ability.
Yeah, but if you just stop practicing, you'll lose the ability or any potential ability because you're just done and over with.
Yeah, if I had stuck with the drums, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. Where would your life be if I had stuck with it and become a professional musician? Where would your life be?
Where would my life be?
Yeah, not here.
Not in this room right now.
Nope.
Damn, that's deep.
All happened for a fucking reason. Because I had no fucking actual performative talent in music, I started a record label in the mid-2000s. Like, because I absolutely loved music, loved live music. I went, how do I fucking watch live music for a living? Start a record label.
Mm-hmm.
That was a black hole for money. It didn't work out so great.
Well, and it sounded like everyone was just not as serious as you. That kind of puts a damper on things.
I mean, there was some of that, but I still, like, one of the high points was I was the second stage sponsor for the first annual Indianapolis Metal Fest in 2007.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I think I went to that.
Did you really?
Just kidding.
Like, how old were you in 2007? How old were you in 2007?
It's probably like, what, 16?
Yeah, you could have been there.
Could have been there.
You legitimately could have been there.
Oh, I just aged myself, didn't I?
Whatever.
But yeah, no. I'm joking, but yeah, I could have been.
You could have been. I mean, my artist killed it. Absolutely fucking killed it. It was a good show. Nice. I do not regret the money that was spent on that.
Oh, it didn't make...
Oh, no, I lost a bunch of money on that show.
No.
And that's the thing. Being a record label was a black hole for money. Like, I put out multiple albums, which is wild because some of them are still available, like, on iTunes and Amazon Music. I don't know where the money goes if anyone buys those albums.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the label's been defunct for over a decade. Like, the label went defunct in 2009, so I do not know where that money goes if anyone buys those albums.
I mean, you set up a bank account and everything.
Yeah, and then long gone.
They might just be holding it.
I don't know. I don't know how many sales have actually been in that time. And I don't want to actually inquire into it because then I'd owe royalties to my artists.
Never mind. I was going to say you should look into it, but never
A
mind.
lot of accounting that would go into like, oh, hey, we made some money. Well, I got to pay you assholes on this too.
Yeah, it wouldn't be enough to make it worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The juice is not worth the squeeze on that shit.
No, that's legit. Damn.
But it's still funny to see like some of my old albums on Amazon Music. I'm like, Amazon Music didn't exist at the time.
So does that mean you signed over all the rights and everything?
No, I mean
if they're able to just upload it to Amazon?
So at the time, the independent distribution, like you sent physical media to a distro and then they put it on all the digital distros that they possibly could.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that when Amazon Music became a thing and Spotify became a thing, they just put it on there too.
Mm.
So why would they not put the back catalog on there?
Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, I've uploaded stuff onto Spotify and yeah, it's like $500 for the album or something. So it's not free. So, I mean, someone did it. Someone added it.
Oh, for sure. But that's $500 for you as an individual. If you have a corporate structure with them, I'm sure it's much less. What do you play?
Played clarinet throughout college. That's why I was in Italy. I was doing a tour.
Oh,
Yeah, clarinet and violin. Yeah, one of those band kids.
Bailey Rayne that one time at band camp.
I knew that was coming.
God damn. Well, I got predictable. Fuck.
This one time at band camp, I stuck a flute up my pussy. Like, that's...
One time at band camp, I had a disappointing hookup, and that's why I never do it again.
No, band camp was fun.
Oh,
yeah.
Someone got you off at band camp?
After rehearsal all day, yeah. So, like, everyone thinks, like, the jocks are the ones having all the sex in high school. It's the fucking band kids. The band kids are the ones actually having all the sex. Nobody knows.
Duh. Like, oh, horny nerds all put in one place? No.
Well, and we totally outnumbered all of the teachers and everything. Like, we're at the school after hours during the summer, like an entire school. Yeah, like, obviously.
Well, I'm happy someone got you off after band camp.
Thank you. But to be fair, it was a long-term boyfriend at the time. So.
What was his instrument?
Clarinet.
Y'all played the same instrument?
The best oral I've ever had. Trumpet player and a saxophone player. Their tongues are just... They can do the fast thing. And they can go for a really long time. It's awesome.
Good to know.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help you very much, but if there's any...
I mean, there are female trumpet players out there.
Hey, there you go. I mean...
You sexist? Like, oh, there's no women that play that instrument.
No, I'm just thinking, I'm thinking clit-wise, but I guess for oral, yeah, you could enjoy some tongue action. It's important.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy it.
A nice, tight embouchure.
I definitely enjoy, someone tonguing the head of my penis.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah, but also, a nice, tight, firm embouchure, too.
Yeah.
'Cause, I feel like people who don't play instruments, they don't have that muscle built up.
I'm going to start hitting the local jazz clubs. Be like,
I'm just saying, people have been passing up on female musicians and musicians in general.
Well, honestly, historically, you should pass on musicians.
Really? Why?
Oh, you've never heard
I mean, besides rock stars, I'm talking about clarinetists.
They're still musicians. It's the same fraternity.
I don't know about that. I think the rock star and the clarinet player are two different.
Oh, you're like, yo, you play for the Philharmonic? I'll put out.
I mean, are they cute? They have to be cute.
What do you define as cute?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because it's changed. It's changed over time.
Well, yeah, you have new cells.
The last time I was thinking about a particular musician in that kind of setting, it was this
well, just in general,
violin. Well, there was this violinist that I had this huge crush on, and he was really buff, and he had a really cute face, and I mean that was nice, But he was so good at like playing the violin, and he toured the whole world, and then he invited me over to his apartment, and then
He was still renting?
exactly ruined it for me. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, he wasn't.
I don't think you're that superficial.
He wasn't interested in me. I think he was gay. I was so sad.
You have a butthole?
I thought we were going to hook up, but he was just not interested.
Okay, you got to lead me through the story. Like, how did the almost hookup happen?
It wasn't even an almost hookup. He invited me over to help me with something on my violin. He wanted to show me something on my violin, and because I was doing it wrong, which is also embarrassing. I walk in, he's like, all right, I got to show you how to play this passage because you've been doing it wrong. I was like, ah.
So where'd you meet this dude? Hold on.
In orchestra.
Okay.
And he was the soloist, like, during a concert, a performance. And I was like, oh, he noticed me. He invited me to his apartment. He noticed me out of all the other violinists. And so I show up and he's like, yeah, you're playing your shit wrong. He showed me how to do it right. And then he sent me home. Maybe that's why I'm never dating again.
I don't believe
Just
you.
kidding. I'm just kidding. But like,
I mean, we could go back to the tape.
traumatizing. That's traumatizing. But yeah, that was the last musician I was just like head over heels for. Like, oh, it's going to happen. He's so hot. Da, da, da.
Is it traumatizing to get shot down?
When you think it's a sure thing, you're in the apartment and then you find out you're only there because you suck at something. I think that's the part that was traumatizing. Like the fact that I had built it up in my head. I was so sure.
See, that is what 100% the problem. When expectations don't meet reality, that's where people get hurt.
Mm-hmm. I may never recover.
What you do?
I mean, that was like...
You have like a couple weeks left in your life.
I just realized that was like... Oh my God. That was like 15, 16 years ago. And I'm
So you were a teenager at the time?
We were all in orchestra together.
Wait, why did a teenager have their own apartment?
Well, he was like 18. So I was 17.
Okay, so he was potentially a predator.
I mean, we were in orchestra together. Like we were
Oh my God.
the same age. We were in the
No, you were not the same age.
We were like a few months apart. Like I was
Very important
late
months.
17. I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean, though. Like,
Did he ever ask you what your birthday was?
well, he wasn't planning on fucking me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Maybe he was. That's
he was
why.
gay.
Maybe he was bi.
Well, he wasn't bi for me. Like I said, I was there because I sucked, and not in that way.
So pouty. He's like, not that way.
I thought I was there for that, but no.
Did you try to initiate?
No, he was pretty
It's just like, nah.
pretty good at setting his like comfort zone. Like all right, take out your violin like immediately. Like it was clear that I was there for that. So embarrassing. I'm glad I didn't.
Why is that embarrassing?
Because I mean, what if I had tried to initiate something? That would have been even worse.
No, you had a
Then
good story.
You're right. I should lie about this.
No, you should have actually gone for it. You should actually live life instead of lying about living life. Really, just go for it. Just fucking live life.
Don't
break my TV.
I was gonna say, I totally did, and then I broke his TV.
Do not break my TV. Like, that's all I ask. Live life, don't break my TV.
Oh no. Yeah. You live, you learn.
Well, yeah, I'm here to educate. It's an educational show. Haven't you been able to tell?
I appreciate it. Apparently I need it.
Just got to do more things for the bit.
For the bit. I say that too. I'm just like, oh, at least I got a good story out of it. When something crazy happens, I'm like, well, at least I got a good story out of it.
100%. And I don't have to lie about my stories.
Some of them I don't have to lie about, but
All of them you shouldn't have to lie about. All of them.
a few of them I don't have to lie about.
Just get into more shit.
I know.
To be fair, I have many more years on than you do, so.
Yeah, just give me a few more years.
Yeah.
I'll catch up.
I'll be long dead by then, so.
Yeah.
Bailey, you coming to my funeral?
Well, it's not on a Thursday. Pottery class. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, no.
Who Who throws a funeral on a Thursday?
Oh, no. Yeah, exactly. That would be very rude of you.
It would. Well, I'd be dead. It's up to my next of kin.
And yet somehow, in my story, it would be very rude of you.
Spitting on my grave like, that motherfucker threw a funeral on a Thursday.
No, I'll be a pottery class.
Right, you won't be there. Doesn't mean you can't spit on my grave. My grave will still be there.
That's terrible. Oh, no.
Don't spit on my grave, please.
No, I would never.
I mean, I'll be dead. I don't really care.
I would never. I'm a lady.
Ladies spit. Ladies in my life spit.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, so you build up some mucus and some saliva in your mouth, and then you
Oh, like that girl with the
hawk too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's very famous at this point.
Is that your podcast goal, by the way? Like, what if you could get a clip of something that big and just fucking blow up?
That proves that, like, she's the one who blew up from that, not the fucking person.
I mean, the person who was doing the YouTube video, doesn't he own the rights to the clip?
Right, but in the grand scheme of the celebrity of her, she's the one playing celebrity poker tours, not the interviewer.
Yes, but as far as content goes, every media outlet that used his clip, don't they owe him residuals or something?
Maybe. Fucking maybe.
If he's smart, he'll go after it, right?
Yeah, you're going to fucking sue CNN?
No, but I mean, so many other YouTube channels use that, like the views alone, right?
I think he didn't do super great on that. She's the one. So I'm here to benefit you on this situation. So, like, if you want to be the next Hawk to a girl, I'm here to like help elevate.
And I'm here rooting for you. I'm like, you got to get some money out of your viral clips.
One would hope.
Friendships. We're watching out for each other.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
That's how it should be.
Well, yeah, high tide raises all ships. Like, not
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
trying to mutually benefit all of us.
Hell yeah.
That's how these things work. Like 30 minutes ago at this point, we were talking about your passport, though. Where the fuck have you been?
So I did like a European tour. It was like Germany.
Where in Germany?
Well, we started out, we landed in Frankfurt, went to Rothenburg, and oh my God, this was like 12 years ago. It's been
Oh my God, so long ago.
I mean, I can't remember all the cities because we went to 6 different countries. It was like a whole month. But I remember Rothenburg because that's where I had my first drink. I was 17. My mom was on the trip with me, by the way. I ordered a beer, and it was a warm German beer, and I'd never had alcohol before. I took one sip, and I was like, this is fucking gross. This is disgusting. I'm not drinking it. And my mom was like, you're finishing your drink.
Your mom's a good person.
And then one of the other girls was like, well, I got wine. Maybe you like that more. So we traded. I hated it. I hated the wine. And my mom made me finish it. And I got drunk off of one glass of wine. In my defense, I weighed like 98 pounds back then. I was like so tiny.
We're like 105 now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm empty, but I would drink to that.
You could refill. The bottle's literally in front of you.
Well, we're about to hit our time. I think we already hit it, actually. Yeah.
You're looking to get out of here? Jeez.
Well, let me finish the story first.
Jeez.
Because
Bailey, are you just trying to you're like, I'm watching the clock. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
I got a ride. But no. So my mom made me finish my first drink, watched me get drunk off of it, and then laughed at me while I was walking around Rothenburg, Germany, asking they have a dessert. It's called Schneeballen. And it's like a ball of pastry covered in like white powdered sugar or white chocolate, or I didn't know how to say it though, so I was just asking for balls.
Some things never change.
I wanted to put balls in my mouth then, and you're right, nothing has changed.
Some things never change.
But my mom made me finish my first drink, and that to this day cracks me up. Like, I'd never had alcohol before, and my mom was there for that. What a beautiful family bonding experience.
I agree.
Yeah. Look at me now.
With an empty glass. With a fucking empty glass. Cheersing with an empty glass.
Yeah, but I drink it on my own terms.
For sure.
Oh, gosh.
Lying to my audience. Like, oh yeah, cheers. Empty glass. Empty fucking glass.
By the way, I mean, I said good job on the Tito's before, but good job on the Tito's. That's like the best brand. Okay, Tito's and Stoli Yeah, those are like my main go-tos. Like,
No Grey Goose, no Belvedere.
Mm-mm. I don't like Grey Goose. Is that weird?
Belvedere?
I don't think I've ever had Belvedere.
Ciroc?
No. I mean, I usually just get a vodka soda and they always have Tito's, so it's nice.
Tito's is good for the price point.
Price point, it's consistent, it tastes good, like, and it's American. And they donate money to, like, I think shelter dogs, so I like that.
It's better that they donate money than vodka to shelter dogs.
You know, I'm gonna agree with you on that. Yep.
Don't give vodka to shelter dogs.
Don't give vodka to the shelter dogs. There you go. Yeah. That should be their slogan. Oh no.
Tito's, we don't give vodka to the shelter dogs.
But you can.
Nope. You shouldn't. Don't do that.
Do not do that.
Don't do that. It's a bad plan.
Oh no. You know, I mean, I know people who give their dogs like beer and stuff, and like that's so bad for them.
Why do you get no monsters? Why do you associate with monsters?
It's just a thing people do, like out in the country.
People
They're
do
just, like,
horrible things everywhere.
They think it's fine. They think it's normal. I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
There's parts of the world that people think fucking their cousins is normal. You shouldn't associate with those people.
Hey, don't talk bad about my kin. I'm just kidding.
Are your parents related? I mean, not by marriage?
No, it's like a running joke in that like southern Indiana, Kentucky, like, and I get enough like jabs. I just lean into it. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's where I got my beautiful hair, like incest.
The family tree has no branches.
No branches.
Just all trunk.
It sucks though. Like everyone just assumes it, so you might as well just embrace the stereotype because people are gonna make jokes no matter what.
Well, yeah.
I just make the joke first.
Solid move.
Yep, that's all you can do.
I mean, there's a lot of other things I could do. A lot of other things. Instead of taking the low-hanging fruit from, the tree that has no fucking branches.
I mean, I let you make the joke first. Don't worry.
Oh,
I just
You let me.
I let you.
You gave me permission.
Before I leaned into it. Yeah. No worries.
It's okay. I'm sure your genetic code is biodiverse.
God, I hope so.
It's a little late if it's not.
It's a little late if it's not. That's what I was about to say. Like, this is what I'm working with at this point.
You're already on the planet. I mean,
we have talked about the timeline. Maybe there's a better version of me on the other timeline. Like, or one of the other.
Or
we're evil Bailey.
Bailey with extra chromosomes.
Maybe she's like a super genius though because of the extra chromosomes.
That's not generally how that works.
I know. That's why she's like.
Are you saying you're not a super genius now?
Well, not an evil one.
That's to be determined. Oof, that is.
I did make you drink a lot tonight.
You didn't make me do shit.
Okay, I lied and then you turned it into a game and then I really leaned into it. I didn't make you do it.
Why are you trying to get me fucked up, Bailey? Why are you trying to get me drunk? Are you trying to take advantage of me? What is happening here?
I mean, you invited me over.
Well, we all know how that goes. Your violin parts are bad. Get out.
Oh, the callback was so mean though.
So relevant.
So relevant. It was so mean. Oh gosh.
Don't worry. I don't have a violin. I don't know shit about them. But get out.
You heard him, guys. I gotta go.
No, but for real, we actually do have to call last call. We have been doing this for over 2 hours.
Oh, nice. Aw.
So before we get you out of here.
It just went so quickly.
I know. Oh. Before we get you out of here, where can they find you on the things?
The things. Guys, I'm on Twitter at the Bailey Rayne and also Bayray92, Bairay 92. It's also my Instagram. Those are the things. And I cam on my free cams. My username on there is Bailey Rayne. Just Bailey Rayne. No the.
There could be other Bailey Raynes because it is not the Bailey Rayne.
There better not be. I'll be really sad. Oh my gosh. I'm very non-confrontational. I would just be like, well, maybe she liked the name. She should be able to have it too.
Oh, that explains so much on the advice you've been giving me.
I'm not confrontational. I'd be like, well, I guess there are two of me now. I'm working on it.
Get more confrontational.
Yeah, I got to work on that one.
Bailey, it's been an absolute pleasure. We will do this again at some point.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a blast. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Aw.
Until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.